Hello, y'all. Welcome to Jackalope Tales BC.
Bonus content.
Yeah.
This is where we talk about stuff that doesn't quite fit into the Jackalope Tales podcast.
Yeah.
And we just talk about shit we want to talk about.
Yeah. Takes a few minutes of your time and maybe they learn something. They always learn something with us.
Always. We always like, how do you do a nice tuck? I don't even know what that means.
I don't know, but I'm going to have to listen to learn.
Maybe that's on the next podcast. This
There you
podcast, we're just reminiscing about old stuff.
Yeah. This one's not too old. It's a little old.
It's a little old, but it's asking us about old things.
Yeah, I know. It's making us think. But this was the Fort Worth magazine. They wanted to do an article about the Toadies because it was the 25th anniversary of Rubberneck. Yeah. And it was kind of cool. The thing that was really cool about it, big shout out to Malcolm Mayhew.
Yeah.
He was the writer of this. He got it all together. He had been with us from way early on.
Yeah, Malcolm Mayhew covered the Toadies before people gave a shit.
He worked at the Fort Worth Star Telegram.
Right.
And yeah,
he was very instrumental in putting us forward in the Fort Worth scene, music scene, and the music scene in general, because where people thought there was none, he was going, there's some stuff happening here. There's some bands playing in Fort Worth that are doing good things, and he wrote about it.
Yeah.
And thank God for someone like Malcolm.
Oh, yeah. He wrote the music column for a long time. But yeah, so he arranged all of this. And I remember us planning to get our photos done.
Okay, this was funny.
Yeah.
So I think that Fort Worth magazine thought that they were going to get a buddy picture where we were all going to show up and like put our arms around each other and go, "Yay, we love each other." No.
I know, and it wasn't even between you and me.
Right.
And we actually rode together.
We rode together.
Yeah.
So we could have done that, and we actually offered.
Yeah.
To do that. We're like,
we were willing.
Right. But that didn't happen because they're still
one guy in there that isn't smiling or actually frowning.
We are not allowed to be in the same room together.
Yeah.
And I don't have a restraining order anymore.
It was good. It was released on good behavior. Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. But we were told, that someone didn't want to be with the rest of us when we came to do the photo shoot.
So everyone showed up at different times on different days and took separate pictures of this Toadies Revisited thing.
Right.
But the cool thing about this article is everyone that Malcolm Mayhew talked about.
Yeah.
Or talked to.
Oh, no. He really talked to a ton of people from the past. We've got, Daryl, Guy Vaughn. Did you see him?
Yes, Guy Vaughn, Terry Valderas. So, and he talked to all the old Toadies drummers, even Matt. So he talked to Madison, Terry, Michael Jerome, Guy Vaughn.
I know.
So that covers every single Toadies drummer.
I know.
And
then it was cool because they included Dan's photo.
Yeah, they talked to Dan about the artwork, and they talked to our A&R guy, Ray Santa Maria, who I love. And I'll sometimes talk shit about him and kick him in the nuts, but he knows I love him. He's a really good dude.
Yeah.
So if anyone knows Ray Santa Maria, kick him in the nuts for me. He's lives in LA. No, he's a good guy. He's not in the industry anymore.
Yeah.
In fact, most of these people that we knew back then aren't. They've kind of, it's a heavy churn. It's hard to be in the record company side, it's hard to stay that long because it's hard.
Yeah. It takes its toll. It's kind of like being a coal miner. You can only breathe that air for so long before you're like, ugh.
And Ray's very nice because we did butt heads a lot. It was in a very nice way that we butted heads because we still considered him a friend.
Yeah.
But he was the person who was the go-between who spoke to us and then had to give information from the record company back to us, not just our manager. And for a while we didn't have a manager, so it was just Ray.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I think he was very gracious in the way that he described things.
Maybe he's forgetful.
He might be. I mean, and
yeah, we'll just go with that.
He's a practicing psychologist now who works with a lot of musicians, so maybe he's just diplomatic.
Oh, he knows the right way to talk.
Oh God,
yeah, because he could give you a backhanded compliment, and you're like, "Hey, he's nice."
Right.
Yeah. So, but it was a cool article. I mean, really touched on a lot of stuff, but that photo session was funny as hell.
It's so. It was, first of all, it was really uncomfortable going up because Charles and I rolled up together.
Yeah,
and we're having fun, and we get to hear about how uncomfortable the other session was.
Oh yeah,
but it was like completely incredibly uncomfortable.
I mean, here we were playing in the band Soul Shifter. We're just coming to the photo session, just ready to have fun with it.
Right.
And then it's like, yeah,
it ain't working.
And I bet Mark would have wanted to have been with us.
Yeah, I do. I think so too. But even Mark and the other guy didn't take a picture together, didn't show up together, which is odd, right?
Yeah.
Don't we think that's odd? All right.
Yeah, it is.
I can say that.
I know. We can say a few things. But yeah,
I think that's a really good picture of you. Mine looks like a mugshot. I could be James Brown. I walked through a hair fan.
Yeah. And see, and on the next page, I took my satchel to the thing, and remember, we got it all out on the table, and they were like, "Oh, let's just put it all together." So
some of these things we're going to be pulling out to look at.
Some we've already done. Some, there's a bunch of different things on there, all throughout the early career.
Good Lord.
Oh, yeah. There's our One Club Dada show. And then South by Southwest. Yeah, we've touched on a few of these. And then you screaming at Todd while he's filling the van with gas.
Right.
Oh, man.
This is good.
Yeah.
I like it. I like how they sum it up at the end and say who's doing what. So Michael Jerome has had the most success out of any of us.
Boy, he has. Well deserved.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Great drummer.
God. Yeah.
But yeah, he is the drummer for Richard Thompson, Better Than Ezra. I think he played with the Psychedelic Furs.
Yeah, I think so.
He did Slash's
tour recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like such an amazing guy. So I'm always glad for him and what he gets to do.
Yeah.
But that was really cool.
This is interesting. It was when Soul Shifter had just kind of started. So we were having a great time. And it would have been fun to see everybody.
Yeah.
While we were in such great spirits.
I know.
Everything.
Yeah.
And everyone had moved on. We thought.
But no. But no.
So
yeah. Now, in fact, let me go grab that thing off the couch because that is, I want you to
go get that.
Yeah.
I thought I called myself an a-hole.
Did you really?
With the other, I said we were all a-holes.
We're okay.
A-holes back then.
You grouped us all together. Yeah.
You were an a-hole. We were the a-holes that let Daryl go.
Oh, man. So crazy. But I just got this in the mail. It's a little test order.
It's drugs.
Yeah. Hidden in a hoodie.
Oh.
But you want to open it?
I do want to open it.
Because we hadn't seen the merch before, but we have got some merch for sale. It's like,
this is not easy to open, Charles.
Oh,
can I rip it?
I'm glad it's not easy open. I don't want anyone getting into my
out?
Yeah, no joke. We got it. But this is something you can order from our site.
Yo.
And it's like
Get
it's
ready
high
with
quality
me on TikTok. Yeah.
See?
Okay, it's shorts and hoodie weather season.
Oh my
Let's
God.
do this.
See? I mean, this is quality. I was glad. I was worried. But it came out great. And
that looks freaking awesome.
Oh my God. You can order this stuff. You can order all different kinds of stuff. And we're going to have, if it's not the link, we'll have the URL showing where you can go to order this stuff.
This feels like QVC.
Oh, yes.
So should I like rub it?
Yes. Oh, man.
Yes.
Makes me want to order another one.
It smells good too. It smells like love.
Oh, that's QVC right there.
Right there.
I know. So, man, but support us, order merch. I mean, God, like, subscribe, rate, review.
Right. And check out every Wednesday a new episode of Jackalope Tales.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we got a lot of stuff going on.
We got so much going on.
Bonus content, video on Mondays, on the podcast on Thursdays.
We got first aid classes we're taking to learn how to do zinc suppositories.
Yes.
With our mouths.
Oh, yes. Or foot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you never know what you're using during.
Who knows what kind of emergency happens? So,
thank
you guys so much.
All right.
We appreciate you. We'll see you next time.
Thank you much. Bye.
It's fucking great, man.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's good.